Scan?
Scan, no. We need to find the position, that's correct. So, if somehow I could get these numbers in the beginning, again, they would be starting from the same position, 1. So what I do, I just create a mirror image for these. When I create the mirror image, the number would be, the value would be starting with a number, correct? Okay. So for that, let me just delete it. Okay. So the function which helped me out is reverse. What does it do? It creates a mirror image of any value. So which variable? Name it. Alright, one more point which I forgot to tell you. Sorry for that. Okay, here. What would be the length of age and name? Let's talk about age only first. What would be the length of age?
2.
2. Everyone? Sita and Lakshman?
8.
8.
8.
8. Okay.
Because we have not given any length. The default is 8.
Lakshman, what do you think? Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. So, name age has how much length? 10 bytes. What Sebastia does? First of all, it would be returning a number. So, will it be a numeric variable or a character variable?
Character variable.
Character variable. Because I am doing a character operation, not a numeric operation. That's why the length would be, the type would be character. 1. 2. The data type. The length, Sebastia assign the length of input variable. Whatever is the length of input variable, that would be assigned to the variable created. Because the lengths are assigned during compilation phase. And during compilation, it does not know that how many character it is extracting or what operation it is doing. So it assigns, to be on a safer side, it just assigns the length of input variable. Because you can extract n number of character, but not more than this. Right? Clear? Okay.
So age will get a length of 10?
Age will get length of 10. What is that?
Because we have assigned name age a length of 10, right?
Yeah. So age, you must have said age. The length of age would be 10 bytes. Okay?
Okay.
The length of name will also be.
So the length of name will also be 10. Okay.
Correct. Let me show you here. Test 1. So these are two variables. If I say the length is 10. Similarly, this one also 10. Okay? Alright. Now, so what we did, we just created a mirror image. Okay? While I did that, while I'm doing it, see, again, after creating mirror image also, the values are not starting from the same position. Any reason why it is not happening?
What?
Okay.
Alignment.
See, basically, you need to give the, the point जिससे reverse होना चाहिए.
Oh, is it? What I said, it will completely create a mirror image.
हाँ, ये तो last को first कर रहा है, second last को second कर रहा है, नहीं होगा.
Yeah. Why? The reason. It's not nahi hoga, it's not like that.
Reverse, so that ये जो भी currently last को first second वैसे कर रहा है, but then ideally it should be.
Yeah, there is a length of 10.
She got the correct one. The length is 10. So that means 5 character and rest of the 5 remaining thing is spaces.
Will be blank.
Yeah, trailing blanks basically. You have assigned a length of 10 bytes. It got 10 byte of space, so 5 are character. What is the rest of the 5 characters? Space. So when you are creating a mirror image, those spaces are also coming in the beginning. What do? There are 2 methods. Either I trim it and then create a mirror image, or as of now I'll use a basic method which is called, there is a function called left. Let means it left aligns the value. Similarly, there is one more called right. It right aligns the value. Okay. Now let's do that. So see, all the values are starting from same position.
First position.
Okay. Now I can apply sub-str on this. So the entire thing will become input for my sub-str. Okay. Let me apply that.
And then again reverse that.
Yes. Sub-str. What? This, comma 1, comma 2. Alright. So this, but this is not the correct age. I am getting 42, 62, 58. What I'll do?
Reverse them again.
Reverse them again. Okay. So here I write one more time. Reverse of this one. And run this. When I run this, I get 24, 26, or 85. Similarly, can you tell me if I need to get a name, what will I do?
One jagah 3, 2 की जगह ना.
Nothing. Yes. So, getting name is very easy. Just I'll write 3. So I'll be starting from 3 from the very first point, and then I'll select till end, and it will be doing the same thing. Here I write name. I run this, and I get name. My names are also looking, they are not aligned. Third day. Have a seat.
So we need to add left.
Yeah, just one second. Just if possible. Okay, alright. So this is what it is, and what I can do, I can apply a left function. Okay, so I just write left and this. And when I run this, fine. Okay, again, what would be the length of age and name? What would be the length of age and name? Simple question.
10.
10. Yeah, that's correct. Why? See, even most of the character functions returns or copies the same length of the input variable. Like reverse, it just reversed it. Okay, and left again, just left aligned it. It did not truncate any space or anything. So still I have 10 characters. Correct? Okay. And now sub-str is getting applied on this. That means 10 would be the very length of input. Okay. Sometimes I have string like this. They have multiple spaces in between. Okay. And,
Excuse me, Lokesh. Can I ask you a question? So in that name age variable, the values are mixed, right? Numeric and characters. So I was just wondering, is there any function where we can separate numeric values and character values in a variable?
Very good, very good. I'm just coming on that point. So you are whatever you are thinking, I'm going to cover in just next 5 minutes.
All right.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
So see, as of now, I have this lot of spaces. Fine. And I just want to remove all the spaces. In that case, what can I do is I just apply a compress function on it. By default, compress function removes all spaces. कहीं पे भी हो, wherever it is, it would remove all the spaces from the particular string. I run this and I get what? A string without space. By default, it removes space. If I want, I can remove something else as well. Let's say I have some special characters and I want to remove them. So compress function can help me out. Sorry, in that case as well, I just need to pass into a second argument that instead of space, you need to remove these characters. Sorry, I run this and see, I had a lot of spaces or dirty character in my value and now it is clean. Alright, the third thing. Let's say I have some numbers and even the digits of those numbers are not same. Sometimes it is 2 digit, 3 digit, 4 digit. And what Sita said, we need to do the same thing. Numbers in a separate variable, character in a separate variable. And let's say some numbers are there in the beginning as well, like 1 Albert 126. And I want all those numbers together in one string. Then again, compress function can help me out. So what I did is I wrote this. So the second argument where I am supposed to pass the delimiters, I passed all the characters. So what now compress function will be removing these characters from image. So whatever you want to remove, you just specify. So I specify all the characters. Within quotes, values are case sensitive. Have I told you this before or not? No?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Just one second. Okay. All right. So now, what I was saying, yeah, whatever I want to remove, I can do that. Okay. And then
One more thing, like if you mention the arguments and you don't mention a space, then it will remove a space, right?
yes, correct. If I just so see when I do not mention anything, it takes space as a default element. But when I mention it, it would only take these character and remove it. It won't touch space. And if you want to remove space, you have to specify space here as well. Fine. Okay. Now if I run this, see. Oh, 1 second. I have to create that data first. Now if I run this, see. It removed everything, but it did not remove the capital letters. Okay. So what do you think? Why it is not doing it?
Yeah, in the quotes it's small letter.
Yeah, because I have small letters over here. So values are case sensitive. That's why it's not removing the capital letters. And what I have to do? Before I compare these values with this character, I can use a function which is lowercase, right? Which converts the entire string into lower case and then compare it. right? It will be resolving the innermost equation first. Fine. So what it does, it just convert the string into lowercase and then it compare it with this. And whatever lowercase letter it finds, it just removes it. Okay. Now, similarly, I want characters. I want to remove numbers. What I'll do, compress an image and I'll specify the numbers over here. If I specify number, character will be removed like this. So I just did this. Is there anyone who is using SAS University Edition? No? No one? Okay. So let's say in latest version of SAS, instead of specifying character, we can use some modifier, some kind of modifier over there. Let me see if it works here. But it doesn't work. It works in University Edition. So let's say I have these number of character. Instead of writing character, I can leave the second argument blank and here I can write k. Okay, so k will be removing all character, but I'm not sure whether it will work here or not. No, it's giving me the output of the previous one. Yeah, it's not working here, but it works in the latest version. Okay, so let's not discuss that. Okay,
so actually, Lokesh, here we are mentioning the.
Yes, tell me.
So, Lokesh, my question is here we are mentioning the numbers and characters specifically. Say, for example, there might be some special characters in a big data set. So, unless and until we know about the details, we won't be able to use this function. So, for example, we don't know there could be any number of characters. So, I was just wondering, is there any special function like alpha function or something like that without mentioning?
That's why I told you, you can use some special modifier like K, A, and D. Okay. So if you write in Google SAS compress function, you'll get all modifiers, which you can use with compress function as a third argument. So let me show you here. SAS. I write it. Whatever is the first thing I get, there they have it. Okay, so let's go down. See, these are like A for alphabetic and there should be some K for characters. Keep the character in list and removing them. So see, these are the modifier which you can use. I'm not able to use it in this version, but if you are using SAS University Edition, you'll be able to use it. Okay, so you don't need to specify. Yeah. All right, let's move ahead.
Oh, so one second. Like first we're running the lowercase name, right? So now when we will print the name, then it will be again in lowercase, right?
So see, digits are not lowercase. What I'm removing?
No, I'm not saying that you have to put a lowercase there. I'm saying when you take output for name, all the others will be in lowercase?
No. All of them would be in the same case, whatever they are. So let's go to the output and see. R is capital and AM is coming small. As it is, whatever they were in the data.
But जब उसने number वाले ने number equal to compress lowercase तब वो lowercase में convert नहीं होगा.
So see, it is only for the execution of this. Okay. All right. Similarly, if I need to remove some special character, again I did that. All right. If I just write compress with this, and let's say it's a name, what is happening? It will remove all the spaces, and my name would come like this. But I want at least one space. So in that case, I can use combl function, compress with blank. It converts multiple blank into single blank. I run this and I get single blank. Okay. All right. Fine. Some more usage of substr. Let's say combial and that's it. This string. Alright. Let's say I have this data with me. First three characters are +91 and I want to replace them with +95. I want to replace them. So far I told you substr on the right hand side. Now if I am using substr on the left hand side, okay, how to use that? what it does basically, if you use substr on the left hand side, so you write, you want to replace it, so like 1, same syntax, starting from 1 and number of characters are 3, which is this. If you write anything, you assign any value to this, that would replace the first 3 characters with the new string in the existing one. Let me come again. But substr on the left hand side is used to replace a value inside the string. I want to replace the first 3 character, which is +91 with +95. So what I did, substr, I extracted first 3 characters, okay, equals to and the value which I want to replace. So the only limitation is, if you are extracting 3 characters, you cannot replace more than 3. You can either replace it with 1, 2 or 3, less than or equal to 3 characters. Okay. I ran it and see, I got +95. But let's say the +91 can be anywhere in the data. And there are scenarios when I do not have +91 in my data. In that case, what will I do? Okay, because now if I apply the same thing, it will be blindly replacing first 3 numbers with +95. Okay, which I don't want. I want it should look for +91 first. If it is there, then only it should replace it. In that case, what I can do is I can use one more function. Any idea, Sita, which function I can use to find +91? So
translate.
Okay, no. There is a function.
Translate.
No, not translate. There is a function called index. What does it do?
Index finds the position or finds the character.
Correct. So I have the problem with substr is I cannot use because I am not sure from which position +91 is starting, and that's why I cannot pass the number over there. But I have got a function which can tell me from which position +91 is starting. Okay. So it told me here, it tells me here that +91 starting from these positions, and if it is not there in the string, it will be saying or returning 0. Okay. All right. Now what I'll do, I'll pass this number in my substr, or I'll use this function inside the substr. Okay. So I write this conditionally. First of all, I need to check whether my +91 is there in my string or not. Greater than 0 means it is there. Right? Am I going fast?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you a break. Just after this, I'll give you a break. Okay? So, greater than 0 means it's there in the string. What I do, if it is there, then use substr on the variable. What it will return? A number. Right? Like it was returning here. It will give me the starting position. Correct? And then I'll extract first 3 characters from that position and replace it with +95. I just run this and see. Here it's not replaced, but rest of the string it has been replaced. Okay. So let me give you a break of 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll be back. You can write whatever you want.
X value values X to use in equivalent index for numbers. X code. Okay, once you have defined the value of that index function in X, why aren't you using X instead of?
I can use it. So what I'm just telling you, I no need to write here. So let's say if I just write like this, then it's a better way of writing the program. If you do this and instead of this you write X, it looks like you are very scared of programming or something. You are scared of writing nested functions. Okay? So
what was this greater than 0?
Greater than 0. It tells me, okay, let's let me. Okay. Now I just run this. Greater than 0 means, first of all, what does 0 mean? Plus 91 is not there. Okay. I need to replace plus 91 only. So if plus 91 is there, then only do the then part. Greater than 0 tells me whether plus 91 is lying in my string or not. That's why I have applied this condition here. If it is greater than 0, that means plus 91 is there. Okay, just go search for him and replace it with plus 95. Okay. Alright, let me come down now. Suppose now I have, okay, so the problem with this is index always tells you the number, the starting position of the first occurrence of the value. So let's say plus 91 is coming 3 times or 2 times, index will be telling you the occurrence of number or starting position of the first one, not of the second one. The problem is now I need to replace all the occurrence of a particular string with the other string. Okay, index can help me out, but I have to write a very big equation. Every time after replacing it, I have to check it again. In a kind of do loop, I have to put it. Okay, so rather than that, we have a better function available to do the task. And that function is transfer. Okay, so let me not do this first of all. But the problem with transfer is it cannot make the changes in the existing string. You have to create a new variable. Okay, okay, all right. So I just write new phone number over here. Transfer. With transfer, what is the syntax? You write transfer. The very
Old with new.
Yes. Yes, tell me.
Old string with the new string, I guess in
Yes.
quotation marks.
Correct. So here you will write old string in quotes and then new string in quotes. So that's it. Okay. All right. So that's what I did over here as well. Transfer phnum. Old string means what I want to replace plus 91. And what I want to replace it with 911. Let's say. There, I had a limitation that I can only replace it with same number of characters. Here, I don't have any limitation. Even if I want to replace plus 91 with a very big sentence, I can do that. Okay, so that is the benefit of using this function. And I don't need to tell the starting position, ending position, nothing. It will look for this string in the entire input string, and wherever it finds it, it will replace it. Okay, so let's do that much only. So what it did, see plus 91 is 2 times, it has been replaced with plus 911. Lakshman, are you with us? Okay, alright, good. Fine. Now let's do one more thing. I want to replace plus 92 also. In the same program, I want to replace plus 92 as well. So can I write like this? Plus 92? No, I cannot. Fine. So what I'll do? I'll use a nested function again. So this transword will return me a string which has plus 911 instead of plus 91. Right? Now plus 92 is left. So I'll make this the output of this entire function as input of another transword function like this. I use one more transword and this entire thing becomes the input of the transword. Nabanika, what's up? Okay, all right. And then what I need to find? Plus 92. And replace it with any number. Okay, let's say plus 92222. Okay, fine. All right. Now if I run this, see, it got replaced. Okay, this is a character value. So the challenge is, here I have length is 25. I told you I can write n number of characters over here. There is no limit. That means the length of this variable should be something like a big number. Fine. So what happens when I use transword function? It assigns a big length, like 200 bytes of length. It assigns to a variable, and that's why it enables us to replace a smaller number string with a larger string or a bigger string. So transword assign a length of 200. Substring assign length of
input variable.
The length of the original variable.
Input variable. Okay. All right. Fine. Let's say I have this again a string. So this is the combination of ISD, STD, and phone number. What I want: ISD in different variable, phone number in different variable, and STD in different variable. Okay. So whenever I need to extract word out of my string, let's say it's a sentence of 10 words, and what I want, every word should come under a different variable. In that case, I can use a function called scan. Sita, tell me the syntax of scan.
Scan within brackets, name of the variable, starting position and ending position.
Okay. Scan and then input variable. Fine. Then I have to tell which word you want to pick. First word, second word, third word, the number of words, the sequence of words, or in your language, whatever you want to write. So let's say 1. 1 means the first word. Now, in the very first class, what I told you, SAS differentiate among the words on the basis of delimiter. What is the default delimiter? Space. Here, it does not only treat space as a delimiter. It treats all special characters as a delimiter. Like bracket, plus, star, hyphen. Okay. So if I do not specify the delimiter, it will be treating all special characters as delimiter. However, if I want to treat a particular character as a delimiter, then what I'll write: scan variable, whatever number of variable I want to pick, the word basically, and within quotes I'll specify the delimiter, the third argument, which is optional. Okay, and it has one more option. Can I read from the right side, Sita, in scan?
I have no idea, Lokesh.
Okay, no problem. We can. So here we can read from the right side. So as of now, it will count words from the left side. So this is the first one, this is second one, this is third one. Okay. If I count from the right side, this would be the first one, right? In that case, I can write scan var -1. Let's say I'm not sure how many words are there in a string. Correct? I just want the last one. -1. Okay? That's how it works. Okay, so let's go to the examples. And now I'll be asking some questions to you as well. It's been a long time I didn't ask any questions. Okay. So what would be the value of ISD, STD and PH for the first observation? Please tell me the value of ISD theta. One by one. I'll call your name. Okay, so let me comment them.
ISD is
okay.
Within bracket plus 91.
Okay, alright. So Sita said value of ISD according to this program would be within bracket plus 91. Okay, that is what Sita said. Lakshman, tell me your answer. Your answer. 91. 91. It's the same. What is same? Tell me the answer. Type your answer. Don't be diplomatic. Okay, Akansha and Napan. What is your answer?
Missing.
Missing. Okay. Plus 91. Okay, Sita and Lakshman. Kshitij is saying missing. Hanji Brajesh.
0124.
0124. Very good. I'm asking this. One means? So, what you are thinking? Plus 91. This one or this one? This one?
Plus 91.
Okay. Sita, Lakshman and Brajesh. Okay. So, Kshitij is wrong. Kshitij, why missing?
Starting the first delimiter, I thought to the word to make it.
Okay. PhD nahi. The consecutive delimiters are not treated as missing or something. Okay. I'll explain in detail. Now, Lakshman is this one. Okay. So these people are wrong. Lakshman, please justify your answer. Why plus 91? Now you know it's wrong, but please justify. How come you thought? Yeah. It will take the first value. Yeah, that's correct, first value. But you forgot a part which is it treats all special character as a delimiter. Right?
As a delimiter. Oh.
And if I don't want to treat them, I have to specify. Good, very good, very good. Okay, that's why 91 would be the answer. Let me show you as well with proof. So the value is 91. Good. Alright, let's move on. What would be the second word? Now everyone. For the first observation only. Okay, Bridges, you tell me.
0124.
0124. Correct. And the third one would be 4009752. Okay. Alright. I run this and I get the same. Vanita, clear? Okay. Alright. Fine. I have the same input like this, plus 910124 and all, and I run this. What would be the value of ISD? Let me just do one thing. Let me keep it on.
Within brackets plus 1. Plus 91.
Plus 91. What about Lakshman? Are you agree with Sita or you have a different answer? So for this, what would be the value of ISD? What do you think?
Correct.
Sita is correct? Okay. Yes. Lakshman is not giving me any answer, I guess. What has she done? It will take the first value. Okay, alright. Yeah, that's correct. It will take the first value. Okay. Now I run this. I get plus 9 because this time I am specifying that only space should be treated as delimiter. Good? Understood? Okay. Alright. Fine. Let me move on. So, why am I repeating this? So see, can function, it's not like only one delimiter I can specify multiple. The limit is 200 delimiters. Okay.
Even if we don't specify also, it's okay, right?
But some only want, see here, I don't want to treat these two characters as delimiter. Then I have to specify, right?
Okay.
Otherwise, those would also be taken as delimiter. Okay.
Okay.
I can specify multiple and I'll be getting the same amount. Fine. What is the length of ISD, STD and phone number and their data type? Most of the functions I did today, except index, everyone is character function, okay, and returns a character data type. So these variables are also character data. 2. Length. Substr input variable transfer 200 and scan also returns length of 200 bytes. Okay. Okay. All right. Fine. Let me move ahead. Now, I have a question for you guys. Let me see who gives me the correct answer. What would be the value of ISD again if I run this program?
Bracket 9-1.
Bracket 9.
Just 9-1 bracket.
Bracket 9-1 is Lakshman is saying okay. All right. Again, I'll write it. So Sita, please bring me your answer.
Just
bracket 9. Oh wow.
No, just the open bracket. Okay.
Okay. So Sita is saying what Sita said? Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure it could be just the opening bracket or 9-1.
Always give me two answers, Sita. That is wrong.
Open bracket.
So you are saying open bracket. Okay, so missing to kya? No. Okay, all right. Hanji, what's your? This one? This one? That is okay. Fine. First one? Okay, all right. Okay. So Sita, you tell me which one is your answer. First one or the second?
Open bracket. Okay, open bracket.
So Sita, just this. So this is the correct one. Rest of the people are wrong. Why? Let's discuss that.
It will read until the delimiter as the first value.
So see, it will start from here. How a word is differentiated? It will start from the first position until it gets a delimiter. So it started from here and here only it got a delimiter. So whatever it has read became the first word. Clear, not clear, all clear. Navanika, clear? Pakka?
Yeah.
The second word is start from 9 and end at 2.
That's the second question. Okay, I am discussing first question as of now. Is that yours are correct? Lakshman, is that clear with you? Yes, okay, alright. So let me show you. Now I run this program and I get open graph. Okay. Now, what would be the output for this? The second one.
Starting from 9, ending at 2.
Or it will be like only for the first observation you can tell. Starting from 9-1 or plus?
Until the first bracket starting from 9-1. Starting from 9-1 until the first bracket in the second line.
Oh, first bracket in the second line. Okay. In two cases, SAS consider that the value is finished. One is delimiter, other one is end of record.
End of the record, yeah.
Second thing also, this scan function will work on PDB. So here, pH num value will come to the PDB, this value only. And then scan function would work on it, right, Sita? This is reading the raw data. How come you included the second part?
Yeah, correct. I'm wrong actually.
Okay, alright, no problem. It's good you realize it. Fine. So, now I'll be getting like whatever is there after plus. From here till here is the second one. Clear? Okay. What would be the value of pH for the first observation if I run this?
Starting from 0 ending at 2.
Starting from 0 ending at?
Like 0, 4, 0, 9, 7, 5.
Agree? Disagree?
Bracket plus 9, 1. Oh, the third, right?
Yes, this one.
04009752.
Right, let me see what Lakshman says. Okay. Lakshman always say yes. I don't know what does that yes mean. Lakshman, give me your answer. Okay. Did you get
This is the
same? Okay. Alright, that's correct. So, yes, I'll get it. So, it's not like if I've defined plus here, it will also be working for this. These three are individual, independent scan.
Can you replace that space with plus?
Yes, I can. And then what I'll be getting? Good question. Oh wow, that's a good question. Chalo, let me ask you guys. So Sita, if I mention plus over here, what would be the value of pH for first observation in the output? What do you think? What do you think? Nothing. Okay.
I think it will be missing for the third.
Sorry?
Like you just told PDB saying that if you wouldn't have told us that, then I would have probably said like next row initial part. But
let me wait for Lakshman. Lakshman is saying missing. Okay, alright. So see what will happen. Plus is the delimiter and I want to pick the third word. Okay. I start from here. This became the first word because plus is the delimiter. Now it will look for another plus. And till end it did not find. So the entire thing became second word. And there is no third word after it because this value is there in PDB. This scan function is executing other statements. Input statement it has read. It's not going to the raw data part, this one. So that's why third word would be missing. Good. So that's why pH is missing. Alright. Can we read from the right hand side? Yes, I told you and see if I just run this, -1 means reading from the right side.
India.
Run this and I'll get Indian first word and third. Simple logic. Oh my god, this is so bad.
What first word and third word?
First word was India, W1, third one was also India.
Okay, if it had been -3, it would have been 1.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh, this find function is only important. Yes, we are. And whatever I'm teaching you, most of the things are there in chapter 14. Transforming data with SAS function. Okay? Fine. Please go through that chapter. And I know you have to go through that chapter at least for 2 to 3 times, then only you will remember all these 3 things. Whatever it is. Okay. From exam point of view only, I am telling you the find function because you will definitely find one question on find. Definitely. Okay. So you should be good with find function. Okay. In its basic form, find and index functions are same. That means, what do you think? What would be the value of x if I run this program?
1.
1. Okay. Within quotes, values are case sensitive. So capital US is not equal to small us. 6. Okay. All right. So here it would be 6 because small US is starting from this position. It will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one is 6 ones. So that's why I will get the same answer, 6. So find an index in its basic format exactly same and gives you the exact result. Same result. However, find has some extra options available with it. And those options are number 1, I, ignoring the case, case sensitive. I mean ignore case. So whether it find you as an uppercase or lowercase, it tells you that. So now here it would be 6, but here it would be 1.
1.
Okay? Alright. I can.
So both of them are going to only give the first instance only, right?
Correct. Okay. Now, I can see in basically by default it starts from the first position. If I want to start with some other position, I can specify it as a third argument. What I'm saying, start from sixth position. Let me write 7 over there. So it will start looking for US from the 7th position and till end wherever it finds. So what should be the answer? From after 7 where it is? It's here. Because I am ignoring the case as well. So whatever is the position of this US. I run this and I get 16. It's a boring function, no one uses this, but yeah, from exam point of view only I'm doing. Okay. Now, what I did is, I have a variable, which is this.
I will make it
Ignore case. So US, I have a value, I have a variable var in which I have this value. Lot of leading space, USA, and then lot of trailing spaces. Okay. I want to find this string in this. So what I did, I just write str and look for var. Var will be resolved in a value, which is like USA with leading and trailing space. I run this, but I get 0. Akansha, what is the reason why I am getting 0 over there? So if I run this, 0, right? Akansha, please tell me why. No idea? Okay, Napanika. Compress function. See, what it is looking for, this value.
and it's not there.
Within the quotes there are spaces and it's not able to find spaces in the str.
Correct. So USA is not there with a lot of leading and trailing spaces. Fine. What I do, though people don't use it, but I'm telling you, it's a modifier called T. T means trims. What trim function does, it only removes trailing line. Trailing means on tail, on the tail side, right hand side. Okay. Alright. I run this and again it returns me 0 because this P removes only these blanks. Okay. So let's say if I just write this and run this, it will be giving me some number 1. Okay. But if I have a lot of spaces here, it won't be giving me that. So as you said, either I can use compress function or I can say in there.
So is there any modifier as L for leading
No.
blanks?
So that's what you have to do. Okay. Run this. It's a traditional method. Now people don't use it. Okay. Very old method. It is giving me 1 again.
So left basically removes all the space on the left side.
No. It left aligns it. So USA comes here and all the spaces come at the end. Tail. And then T removes the trailing line. Okay. Alright. IT can be used together like this, but not like this. Okay.
Okay.
Fine, you run this. So I'm ignoring the case and I'm removing the training language like this. And then looking for US, which is again 1. If I do not use T and run this program, I'll be getting what? Zeros. Because US space is not there. Okay? Alright. Fine. Now, an interesting thing called concatenation. Let's say I have 3 values. So it is like the end of the class now. We'll be finishing it soon. I have 3 string, pre, f name and last name. Fine. What I want to concatenate them together and create a full string. In Excel, we have ampersand to concatenate, right? Similarly, in SAS, we have double pipe. It will work like concatenate. They will combine all these 3 strings together. Okay. So when I do that, it is concatenated with all the spaces over here, and they also come in the output. What would be the length of this variable? Addition of the length of all these 3, which would be like around, you can count around 20. So that's how it is. Okay. In concatenation, we can add the length of all 3, and that would be the length. Let me see. What is the data that we get? Length of this would be 28. Whatever is the length of these 3. Okay. So what can I do to remove the space? I can either use compress, it removes all the spaces, or I can use compl if I need one space between the values. So I'm not doing it, I'll just write it. Have I told you upcase? Like lowercase converts everything in lower, upcase everything converts in uppercase. There's a function, you can write it down if you want. And there is one more called prop case. Prop case means the first letter would be capital and the rest of them would be
for a sentence or for a word.
For a word. Even if you are passing the entire sentence, then also the first word would be there.
For all people.
First letter of every word of a sentence, right?
No, if you are passing an entire sentence, that's a very big sentence. The first word would be capital. First letter, sorry, not word. First letter would be capital. Okay. This can also be done like this. Like what I'm doing. Let me just write it properly. Let me use a traditional method to resolve the problem like this. What I did, I just used this, and this.
There is a T. There is a T before 3.
Sorry?
There is a T before T.
Okay. So what it will do, it will return me a string with lot of space and blank value. Okay. What I want to remove these spaces. So there is a function called trim, which I use. Trim remove trailing line. So I use trim everywhere. Okay. And then I run this.
We also need left for the last name.
Sorry? No. I'll be doing step by step. I don't worry. So here, it removes the spaces. Here in Stilson, there are some leading spaces which trim did not remove. So what I have to do? Left one. And then I ran it. So now Mr. John Simpson is coming like this. I need at least one space. So I did this. This is what people used to do when compressing comBL function was not there. Okay. Now I run that and I got it. Fine. What would be the length? Again, the addition of all three. What trim returns? The same length, whatever we have for the input variable. Fine. Now, this one. Same, like whatever we are doing with the pipe operator to concatenate the value, I can use a cat function to concatenate the value again. Okay? And what it does, it just concatenate it as it is. But the length of this variable would be 200. So transverse scan cat 200 Sebastia trim length of input variable. It would be great if at the end of your notes you create a table, all the function and the length return. Believe me, there would be 3 to 5 questions based on this stuff. Based on it. So that part. Nothing, it just does whatever we are doing with pipe. Whatever variable will pass, it will concatenate those variables and as it is, mean whatever value they have. I don't want space. So either I can write a compress out of it or I can use another function called cats. Concatenate without space. Okay, I run this. This time it did not give me any space. Like compress. I want at least a single space among all the variables I have passed over here or any separator. Then I can use the third function called catx.
Cat concatenates as it is.
Cat concatenate as it is. Cat concatenate without space. CATS. Now the third one, catx. It's important, very important. It will concatenate all the variables, removes leading and trailing blanks. That means whatever leading and trailing blank they have, it would be removing. And put the first value. It can be a variable, it can be a hard-coded value, anything, as a separator. Separator means this character would be coming between these variables. Like Mr. without any space, hyphen John, then remove the space and then hyphen Stinson. Is that clear with everyone? Because there is a question after it. Yes.
Yes.
Why? Why me? Achha, yes. Okay. Alright. Concatenate the variables. It removes leading and trailing blank out of the variable and use first argument as a separator. First argument, whatever it is. It can be a variable, it can be a hard value. And okay? Clear? Clear? Okay. Alright. Let's do this now. Sita, any question?
Catx, तीनों ही हम दोनों.
So if
Yes. Yes, Sita, tell me.
so if we want to put a variable as a separator, we should not put it within the quotes.
Do we put variable within quotes? Let's say, let me show you one example here. Find function and we use this. Were we putting this variable in quotes?
No.
So wherever we pass a variable or a string without quotes, that is taken as variable. And if that variable is...
So then there is no difference. Then there is no difference between the actual variables that we are working and the separator variable. It's just the separator is just a comma.
Yeah. So now this is the part. What would be the output of or the value of full name 1? Okay. Please return.
Yeah.
Please ping me.
Yeah, without the hyphen, space will come.
That's it. Please ping me. Lakshman, you can also ping me your answer. And guys, please write it. I want it. Mr. John Simpson. That is wrong. John Mr. Simpson. Okay. All right. That is also wrong.
John Mr. Space Simpson.
Is it? Okay. Yes. Okay.
Mr. John Space Simpson.
I don't know. Yes. No, it's wrong. What about you, Nabanita?
Mr. John Space Simpson.
No. So I got one correct answer, and let me see what Sita said. Sita said Mr. Johnston. Wrong, Sita. John, Mr. Lakshman, you are close but not correct, and Shishir, you are correct. Okay. All right. So whatever separator we have, it does not touch that separator. Let's say instead of hyphen, if I put space, so will it be removing space? No. So the separator variable or the first argument is not touched by the cat. What it does, it will use this tree as a delimiter, separator or whatever, which is what? Mr. with lot of space, 2-3 spaces. So F name, which is this, John, then Mr. as it is, Mr. dot space, and then L name, which is space. That is the output. And believe me, this is the exam question. People write like Sita wrote, Mr. Johnston. They forget that the first argument is used as a separator. It can be a variable, it can be a hardware. Okay? Alright, let me show you guys. Lakshman, any doubt you have? And Sita, if you have any question, you can ask.
No, my answer is clear now.
Okay, alright.
My question is clear now, sorry.
How the space is coming, okay. Because this is used as a separator. So it concatenates the variable. The first argument is taken as separator. The other variables are compressed, you can say, removed. This function will remove trailing and leading back. Okay, got it, fine. Alright, let's do this thing. Incompatible data types. I want to concatenate. Okay, that's the way you can do it. And I'm concatenating character with number. What will happen?
A character variable.
Okay, so as concatenation is a character operation, it will convert all the variable in character data type. So that means this number will be converted into characters.
With length?
Length I'll tell, don't worry. So I do that. So let me do one thing first. So I put it in code and then I do it. What would be the output? What do you think?
Books 2013.
Correct. Books 201. Okay. But when I do not put it in code and run it, I get books and lot of space and then 201. The reason is whenever a automatic conversion happens, okay, because the number is getting converted to a character string, that is assigned a length of 12 bytes. I'll also tell you the reason after some time. That is assigned the length of 12 bytes, and numbers are right aligned, that's why space comes on the left side. That's why a lot of space is here. Okay, so let me go to the reason. Same question again. Because SAS is converting. There is a function. If I want, I can also convert number into character. Which function I can use? I can use put function. So the syntax is put the variable and the format you want to apply. For character, the W dot is the length or the size as well, like $10 dot. If I'm converting into a character, fine. So whatever number I have, numbers are always in standard data, so I do not need to provide the in format. Correct? because it's saved as a number. But in which format I want to see them? What should be their appearance? Whether they want as it is as a number, or I want to see it in dollar or date or anything, right? So if I write a date 9 over here, it will give me a date, or whatever 2013 days mean from 1960. Okay, so here I give the format. With format, the length is required, the width is required. When SAS does it automatically, it also applies this function, put, variable and format. But which format it applies? It applies best 12 draw. Why? Because that is the default format of SAS. So whatever data we have created so far, let's open any one of the data. Do we have a number? No. In which we have? Yeah, we also do not have. Yeah. So see, what is the format? Best 12. Because this is the default format and that is all the things are happening on default. That's why it applies that format over there. And the length become 12. Here I am writing the format, that's why the length become 4. And when I run this, I get books 201. Clear, not clear? Sita and Lakshman.
Fourth is only used to convert
Numeric to character. And most of the time people forget. So you just write put now. That's how I remember it. U in between, put now. And input is the opposite of put. Put is numeric to character, input is character to numeric. Yesterday we did it. Yes, no. You
So
remember?
if we don't mention a format, it assigns a format of best 12 dots. Is that what it is?
So see, when I do this, SAS does this, not me. Automatic conversion. Let me show you. See, it writes numeric value have been converted into characters. It must have applied something which is puts function and it must have used a default format which is best 12.
Okay.
Okay, alright. Now, do I have some question? Yes, I have an assignment for you. So many assignment guys, right? But they are very good. This is the input. This is the output. Input is like D1, 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 lot of products we have. What I need is, I need a table where these values should not repeat. It's like one observation for each department. And the products should be transposed like this, A, comma, B, and under one variable, not like multiple variables. If I need to put it under multiple variable, I can transpose it. But no, under one variable only, which is like products, and then A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, and it should be dynamic. So let's say if I have 200 products for D1, a list of 200 products should come in one variable only. Okay. This is used like anything in pharma industry. So like a patient, what all medicine he or she has taken so far. A credit card holder, how many industries he has used his credit card. Okay. Like in every domain, this type of project comes. Fine. And it is a very important question from interview point of view. How PDB is working, how to play with character function, how to play with PDB again. If you know all three, you can give me the output of it. Okay, like yesterday, please mail me your answers. Yesterday it was easy, that's why most of them said it. I don't know what will happen today. Okay, alright. Now I need answer of this question. Quickly. What? So this is a number. If I run this, what would be the value of y? That's what I need.
Within brackets 1, 2, 3.
Wow, very good. So, Sita, do you drive fast?
Kind of, not too fast, but depends.
Depends. Okay, all right. So Sita is saying,
Did I do a mistake?
okay, 1, 2, 3. I'll let you know. Lakshman, again, Lakshman is also saying the same thing. Fine, I'm waiting for the answer. Bracket 1, 16. Napanita is also saying the same thing. Okay.
Yes, sir. Bracket.
Oh my god. Fine.
Bracket 2 spaces 1 bracket.
Bracket 2 spaces 1 bracket. Okay, that is she said. Okay, Akansha. It's a number. Okay, I think you can easily see. Sorry, what? What you are doing? Array, it would be there in the code, man. We made it.
It's really difficult for me. I don't know.
So, A, B, C, D, A, B, A, B. Okay, right. Anything. Or whatever character you love, you like those characters. Again, A. And then, okay, Akansh, I'm waiting for your answer. Are you with this group or this person? Lakshman is saying this. Okay. Lakshman, you change your answer. Did you run it? I guess so. Okay. Alright. Yes. Yes. No, I did not run. Okay. You're with Lakshman. So that means this one. Is this one? Okay. Tell me one. You. Yeah. 12, correct. Correct. Because it's a 10-digit number, it will be converted into a character here, X, fine. So it would become 12 byte. Now it has how many digits? 10 digits. 2 spaces, which would come on the left side. Now Celestia is starting from the first position, like space, space, 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 0. So starting from 1 and then 3. So that's why I'll get space, space, 1. Correct. It's an exam question. And everyone write bracket 1, 2, 3 correct. And say, yeah, that question was correct. They have done a wrong marking, So see. Fine. Okay. Sita, agree, disagree?
Yeah, agree now.
Okay. Alright, so we are done with character functions. Please go through chapter 14 anytime in future, whenever you have time. I can understand today we covered a lot. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be starting, date functions are left. I'll be starting date functions. Okay. And then combining data, which is like 80% of the work in any SAS related domain. Sorry? Not appending, concatenation, one-to-one, merge, everything. Okay. And then we'll be left with array, do loop, and procedure. 3 topics.
Input, like we haven't done
Raw data input.
Yeah.
I'll take you through, don't worry. That's my responsibility. But here these topics are connected, so I don't want to break the thread. Fine? Okay. Alright guys, we are done. Thank you so much. And have a nice day to all. Okay. Thank you, Lakshman. Sita, any question?
I was just calculating the length of the variable x.
So I told you it would be 12 because it's a number. Whenever a number, so see, let me run. This is the out. Let's go to the log.
Yeah, the output is coming, but I was just calculating the... So what were you saying, Lokesh? I'm sorry, I think I missed something.
Okay, so see, whenever a number is converted into character, the length is 12. It is automatically gets assigned a length of 12 bytes. Now this number is how many digits? 10 digits.
10.
So there would be 2 more spaces, which would be in the beginning because numbers are right aligned. So that's why space is on the left side. And then I am extracting first 3 characters only. Out of these 3 characters.
Yeah, that part I understood. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Since that 0 towards the end had been in the beginning, like it would have been 0, 1 to 0.
So then it would be like very good question. Space, space, space.
So 0 was the like that.
Yeah. Okay. So Lakshman left or Lakshman is there? Lakshman is there. I can ask one more question. A good point we have raised. Or I'll ask tomorrow, not today. Leave it. Okay. point. Let's say if I write x equals to 0, 0, 0, 1, what does it mean? 1. I think I asked this question in this class, no? Okay. Tomorrow I'll be asking one question on this. Don't worry. 14th of July. Okay, we started on 2nd July. Okay. No, 29th of July. Almost 2 weeks. Have we covered 2 weeks?
Yeah.
29th June and then.
I missed 2 classes.
So that's what I.
This is the second week.
That's what I'll be starting. The entire raw data unit I'll repeat for everyone. Okay? Because raw data is something which everyone forgets. So I'll be starting again. Don't worry. Fine. Guys, have I sent you the questionnaire, the questions?
Yes.
Okay? Please start doing those questions now. If you have time. You must be having time, right? September, okay. So just study for 2 hours for this and that's it. Okay? Alright guys, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.